What's popping? What's popping? You see, men should live an adventurous life. You don't want to live a life where you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to live here. No, man, you want to get lost. Let me tell you, when I moved to Arizona, guess what I did? I turned my GPS off and I just drove till I got lost. And that didn't take long. That shit didn't take long. Life hits different when you can get lost. Because guess what? When you get lost and you keep doing it, everything will start looking familiar. You're going to start being comfortable with being lost. You want to wake up and be able to drive to the beach when you want to. You want to be able to get up and do what you want. So that should be your motivation. Every man should be free, you know? Like, I know some guys who probably got like married early and shit like that, and you probably think like it's too late and shit. Nah, man. Like you just gotta let your girl know, like a part of you as a man, you have to be free, you know. And society, they're gonna want to tame you. They gonna want you. Oh, you gotta do this. You gotta have this career. You gotta do this. You gotta retire. You gotta get your 401k. Man, fuck that shit. You want to live an adventurous life. You want to, like, shout out to Miss Keep It Simple. You want to live like you on the run. You want to live life like you on the run. Like, I'm telling you, it's a different motivation when you wake up and you can just drive to the beach. It's a different motivation when you're not controlled by anyone, controlled by a job, controlled by just life situations. You know, you want to be able to wake up and say, okay, what do I want to do today? Instead of waking up and be like, damn, and you 32 and you hate your job. Nah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a part of your life where you have to work. You have to do this to get here. Yeah, you gonna have to do that. But it's also gonna come a time in your life where you should be living the life that you want to live, an adventurous life. See, a lot of guys, and myself included, you know, I used to be this guy. We put all that love and energy into women. Because when a man love, it's real. When we love, the shit is real, you know? So we put all that into a woman and we put our adventurous side on hold and we stop being adventurous and we put all that into a woman. Nah, you gotta switch that shit up. You gotta switch that shit up. You gotta put all that adventurous shit you put into a woman, you gotta put that shit into your life. You gotta look at everything you do. You gotta create the life. You gotta change that outlet that you do for women into your life. You gotta, like I always say, you gotta look at your life like a woman. And everything you do for them, you gotta do for your life. Your life should feel like you fucking a woman every time you take adventures. Every time you go somewhere, it should feel like you making love to life. And that's how you want your life to feel. That's how you transfer that energy. Instead of chasing women, you chasing the adventurous life. You know, that shit is going to feel way better. It's going to give you way more comfort and you're not going to feel like you're alone. Like a lot of dudes feel like they're alone because they're not in love. They're not in relationships. No, you feel like that because you're not in a relationship with your life. You're not waking up. You don't have a vision board for your life. So even if you get in a relationship, you going to feel lost. You going to still feel lost because you don't have that connection to yourself. And every man has to have that connection to himself first. See, they teach us, oh, you gotta get a wife and you gotta be a protector. But how you gonna protect when you don't know yourself? How you gonna love? How you gonna have love for a family every day and you don't know yourself, you don't love yourself, you haven't built that life that you wanted to build for yourself. How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that when you going through things, when you haven't been by yourself? And you have to protect and take care of a family, but you don't have the steps because you never been through it, you know? So before you do all that shit, man, look, you got to create that life for yourself first. Before a woman comes in, before anybody comes in, you have to create that life for yourself because that shit is important to know yourself, to know your flaws, to know your weaknesses, to know what you love in life before you get a family and all that shit. That shit is important, man, because it's going to eat away at you when you actually do get in a relationship. And I could talk about that shit because, man, I was almost married. I proposed and everything, knowing damn well I wasn't ready. But she was having my baby, so what can I do? You know? But I didn't know myself. I didn't been through no real adversity. At the time, I was like 25, 26. You know? At the time, I didn't like giving her money to pay the bills. Cause I'm like, damn, man, I'm just starting to make big money and I gotta give it to you. But now I'm 32. If I was to have a family, I'm like, okay, that's what a man do. That's what a man must do. You know, I'm 32 now. I learned that lesson over time. But sometimes shit takes time. That's why you have to take your time with your life. Don't be in a rush for love. Because look, trust me, man, my whole 20s, I was in a rush for love. I was that lovey-dovey ass nigga, you know, not knowing the real reality life shit. I was just that dude. So you have to learn to take your time in life and live an adventurous life. You don't have to stay in one spot. You don't have to stay here. So because somebody say, oh, you got to stay here. Man, you can live whatever you want to live. Do the research and go, you know. Just don't be in a rush, man. Fall in love. I know that shit hard because like these days, you see all these relationships online. You see everybody in love. Man, fuck all that shit. Focus on loving your life first. Focus on being adventurous. Focus on the vision board, creating the life that you really want. And all that shit will come later. You know, so let's go, man. Let's get it.